Hello and welcome to another video from sickmaths.co.uk, where you can find lots of free GCSE and A-level maths videos. This one is a very basic video. It's about Bidmas, which is basically about this stuff here, which I'll explain in a minute. But I do want to show you a quick example of how it's used. So, if you don't know about Bidmas, what you do with this bit of maths over here is say, I've got 3 plus 2, which is 5, 5 times 4, which is 20, 20 take away 7, and the answer is 13. But that would be the wrong answer. The right answer would be 4. Now, if you don't know about Bidmas, you'd be finding that quite confusing. Why is that not the answer? Why can't we just keep it simple and just do it like that? Well, according to this thing, Bidmas, the most important thing you have to do first is the stuff inside the brackets, and then you deal with the indices, then the division, then the multiplication, then the addition, and then the subtraction. These are very important rules, especially when we're using algebra. You will find you use them all the time. Okay, so it does look a bit odd at the moment, and especially for this example, it really does look a bit odd, doesn't it? And it looks a bit less odd, I think, for these examples, the more complicated ones. You know, when you have something in a bracket, you obviously work that out before you do other stuff to that bracket. Those ones are more obvious. But anyway, let's do this example. What's first? I've got an addition, I've got a multiplication, and I've got a subtraction to do. What's the most important in the list? So multiplication becomes before addition and subtraction. So let's do the multiplication. 2 times 4 is 8. Then I've got this line basically. It's the same stuff as before, it's just that we've done the multiplication, so you got 8. And now I have to do adding or subtraction. So addition is first, although in reality, addition and subtraction are really have the same importance, so you can do a subtraction before addition or vice versa. And the same with division and multiplication. They do have the same importance, so you could do multiplication before division. Anyway, so let's do the addition next. So 3 plus 8 is 11. Take away 7 is 4. And that's the answer. I could have done it the other way around. 8 take away 7, which is 1, plus 3, which is also 4. Let's do another example. I've got 5, I've got times, and I've got an indice. Yeah, these are the things you do to the numbers. This is what this topic is all about. What you do to the numbers. You can add, take them away, multiply them. Yeah. So I've got an indice, which is otherwise known as a power, and I've got a multiplication going on. So which ones are more important? The indices. The indices come before the multiplication. Now, if you don't know what an indice is or how it works, that's another video you have to watch all about indices. But anyway, so since indices are more important than multiplication, so I have to do the indices bit first. So 3 squared is 9, and 9 times 5, because that's the only thing left to do, isn't it, the multiplication. 9 times 5 is 45. Job done. That's the answer to that. If you did it the wrong way around, you do 5 times 3, which is 15, and then square it. That would be giving you the wrong answer completely. This one, you've got brackets, you've got addition, and you've got indices, and you've got a subtraction. So you've got a couple of things to choose from. So what's the most important? The brackets. So let's do everything inside the brackets first, because that's what it means. If you see brackets, work out everything inside the brackets first. Now, if you have lots of complicated stuff in the brackets, you have to again use the rest of these rules as to what to do first inside the brackets. But anyway, don't worry about it too much. When you practice your algebra especially, that's where it's really used. You start to, it kind of make more sense when you do it there. But anyway, so we've got to work out the stuff inside the brackets. 3 plus 2 is 5, so instead of the stuff in the brackets squared, I've simply got 5 squared. Don't need to write the brackets anymore, because I've worked out the stuff inside the brackets. So 5 squared minus 1. So I've got indices, and I've got a subtraction. Now I know indices go before subtraction, so I do the 5 squared, which is 25, and then I've only got this subtraction thing left. It's the only thing between the numbers left. So 25 take away 1 is 24. And that's it.